And now let me hand over to Dr. Martin Rickinger, who is joining us from Netherlands. And his presentation is called Maharishi Ayurveda, Ancient Ayurveda for Bright Future for the World. And we got Martin Rickinger connected to our Zoom conference. But let me first play his presentation, and then if there are any questions, we can try to answer them. Is it okay like that, Mr. Rickinger?
Yes, sure, yes, of course.
So now the presentation from Netherlands.
Good morning. It's a great joy to address the Third World Health Congress on the topic Maharishi Ayurveda, Well-being for Individuum and Society. Ayurveda is the Vedic approach for well-being in life, ancient and modern at the same time. For every person to enjoy life in good health and in its full potential, and for the world to enjoy freedom from disease, from problems. Ayurveda is much older than the usually mentioned 5,000 years. Ayurveda exists since creation exists. Let us shortly summarize Ayurveda's place in the world. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi started to make Ayurveda popular outside of India starting 1979. Now, only 45 years later, Ayurveda has spread all over the globe. India's government is fully supporting and propagating Ayurveda, yoga and meditation nationally and globally. Ayurveda is part of treaties between India's government and over 60 other national governments, and with alliances of nations comprising over 85 countries. WHO has recognized Ayurveda, has established benchmarks and standard terminologies. Ayurveda is recognized in over 30 countries. Ayurvedic products are available in over 120 countries. Ayurvedic market size was valued in 2022 at 4.8 billion euro and is expected to more than double by 2028. This quote from an article in India Today describes Maharishi's contribution. Ayurveda was almost unknown in the West when Maharishi introduced it in the 1980s. Today, Ayurveda has spread globally as a futuristic mind-body consciousness system of health and well-being, such as Maharishi revealed it to be. This would have not been possible without Maharishi's global promotion. International and national congresses on Ayurveda have become a platform for experts to meet. WHO's only Center for Traditional Medicine will be established in India. So Ayurveda has reached a stage of international collaboration on governmental level to have Ayurveda, yoga and meditation as a complete system of well-being and health. Over 20% of the population have already accepted them as side effect-free approach to well-being and good health. Maharishi Ayurveda is offering with Ayurvedic pulse diagnosis Nadi Vigyan, a most reliable technology of diagnosis that allows a doctor within a few moments to know balance and imbalances, that is, health and diseases in his patient. Maharishi Ayurveda offers a variety of modalities to maintain physiological balance, that is, health, including Panchakarma, Vedic sound therapy, gem light therapy, aromatherapy, marma therapy, yoga, transcendental meditation, Gandharva music therapy, Ayurvedic food supplements, Vedic dance therapy, etc. As well as training in Ayurveda on university level and training programs in its different modalities. The only master's degree in Ayurveda at a fully accredited university in Europe is offered at present at Alma Mater University, Slovenia, together with parts 1 and 2 of postgraduate training in Ayurveda. Curriculum and faculty of Maharishi Ayurveda. Let us now discover together how these different modalities are very much in line with Charaka and classical Ayurveda. The Charaka Samhita, written many centuries back, is one of the principal books on which today's Ayurveda is standing, together with Sushruta Samhita and Vagvat Samhita. In his chapter Sutra Stanam, Charaka states 3 main causes for diseases: mistake of the intellect, mistake of the senses, mistake in rhythms, routines, and timings, daily and seasonal. He also identified 3 principal forms of therapies in Ayurveda: Sattvavachaya Chikitsa, Deva Vyaprashaya, Yukti Vyaprashaya. They do correspond well with Maharishi's basic threefold structure at the basis of creation: the Samhita of Rishi, Devata, and Chandas, togetherness of knower, the process of knowing and known. Let's start with Sattvavachaya Chikitsa. Charaka defines it as mental, consciousness-based therapies which lead the mind away from unwholesome level to wholesome levels. It is known that we only use 5 to 10% of our mental potential. Life has most important goal to develop one's full mental potential, to develop higher states of consciousness: cosmic consciousness, God consciousness, unity consciousness, Brahman consciousness. Where mind, heart, intellect, and ego are fully developed. A person that only uses a small percentage of his sensory, mental, intellectual, and ego potential, we will all agree, cannot really be called a healthy person. The Sattvavachaya Chikitsa therapies include the techniques to develop a person's full potential, higher states of consciousness, enlightened. Having achieved that level in life, this is a healthy person. Everyone, whatever he does and aims to achieve in life, he really has one goal behind all: realize and live totality, realize Brahman consciousness, and have a problem-free life with development of siddhis, like flying through the air, manifesting anything by mere thinking, and all the siddhis described by Patanjali in his Yoga Sutras. This is a healthy person, the level of consciousness, established in the self, established in being. Today's education does not raise the consciousness of children and students. It gives information and almost keeps them in ignorance about their self, who they really are, instead of leading them to enlightenment. As a consequence, the young generation revolts against many things. The only solution for that is to put them onto the way of full development, that is meditation, siddhis. Once it will be taught in schools and colleges, the young generation will be very happy. The Sattvavachaya Chikitsa techniques of Charaka are in Maharishi Ayurveda. These techniques everyone can learn. Yoga asanas, pranayama, transcendental meditation, and its advanced techniques, the term siddhis, including yogic flying. With these techniques, everyone can develop his full potential, be a fully healthy person on the level of consciousness. Meditation is part of Ayurveda and is recommended by all great Ayurvedic rishis. Dhanvantari, thousands of years ago, summed it up as, everyone should meditate. Charaka writes also about siddhis. The yogi acquires 8 classes of siddhis. Siddhis can be achieved only by those who practice yoga and associate their pure mind with Atma, transcendental consciousness. We see Maharishi has revived Ayurveda in a form that is 100% in tune with Dhanvantari, Charaka, Shushruta, Vagpat, and all the great rishis of Ayurveda. We can make use of it for our own life now and for the well-being of society, as we'll see afterwards. Now to the Ayurvedic treatments, therapies called Charaka, Deva, Vyaprashaya. Modern physics would probably call them technologies based on quantum force fields. Force fields are the forces of nature, laws of nature. In Sanskrit, they are called devatas, daiva. These treatment modalities bring balance to the functioning of natural law in our physiology, to the autonomous functioning in our physiology. Imbalances on that level, not being in tune with natural law here and there, also leads to diseases. To re-establish balance on that level, the use of Deva modalities of treatment is recommended. In Maharishi Ayurveda, these are, for instance, Vedic sound therapy, Vedic model of physiology, marma therapy, light therapy with gems, Vedic astrology and its remedies, Vedic performances called yagyas, Vedic architecture, arsoma therapy, Gandharva Veda music therapy, Vedic dance, etc. Now to the third category of Ayurvedic treatment modalities described by Charaka, Yukti Vyaprashaya. Modern physics would probably call them technologies based on quantum metafields. Translated, it means based on a plan. It relates to the chandas, material level of the body and living, and the plan to restore balance. Maharishi Ayurveda includes the necessary approaches. Ayurvedic diet according to one's constitution, daily and seasonal routines, Ayurvedic products, detox, panchakarma, Vedic agriculture, etc. All the Maharishi Ayurveda modalities are in a revived and pure form, in tune with the teachings of Tanvantari, Charaka, Shushruta, Vagpat, Harit, Madhav, Shangadhar, Kashyapa, etc. Now from the health of a person to the health of a society of the world. Here the same three treatment modalities can apply. Let's go back to Charaka's first treatment modality. Improve consciousness, create enlightened citizens, raise the consciousness of everyone to enlightenment and thereby raise collective consciousness. With collective consciousness rising, all societal problems and global problems will start to fade away. Practically applied, it means have the children and students practice daily as a group in their school, college and university, yoga asanas, transcendental meditation, TM cities and yogic flying. That will raise collective consciousness of a nation, of the world to a level where problems start to fade away and people will start thinking they live in heaven. For a complex system to demonstrate as a whole macroscopic quantum phenomena of order, coherence, not every member needs to be in that orderly macroscopic quantum state. Enough and approximately the square root of 1% are in that deep orderly state to produce a coherence level that affects the entire system. For the whole of Europe, a coherence group of 2,000 people would be sufficient. One such group to practice yoga, TM cities of yogic flying together 2 times a day will create coherence for Europe. Negative trends will decrease, be reversed, and lastly, only positive trends will characterize society and life. Charaka's second treatment modality of Deva, applied to create a healthy, problem-free nation and world, would include establishing larger groups of Vedic Pandits for daily Vedic Yagya performances. Please listen a few seconds to our 2,000 Pandits chanting at the geographical center of India. Having this opportunity for peace, it almost sounds like an illusion, that still some countries make war and offer their precious young generation to die for nothing on the battlefields. Time for wars is over. These Vedic Pandits, together with large groups of yogic flyers, are the present and future for every nation, for the world. Now shortly to Charaka's third treatment modalities according to plan, applied for the health of a nation, of the whole world. Governments should plan to establish a group of coherence, should plan to have a group of Pandits performing yagyas, should plan for their population to have pure air to breathe, clean water to drink, abolish poisons and GMOs from food, emphasize Vedic organic agriculture, educate the population in the basic concepts of Ayurveda, so that everyone can read his pulse and see that his doshas stay in balance, that the people know what to eat, what not to eat, know how to behave in accord with nature. If taught in education and through the modern channels of communication, They will naturally become a part of life and problems will stay away. Also important is that universities will have an Ayurvedic faculty to continuously train Ayurvedic experts. This is what ancient Ayurveda and Vedic knowledge will bring for the future. Heavenly, problem-free, disease-free life on earth, heaven on earth. Thank you all, and let's join together to make it real now.
Thanks to Martin Rickinger and his lecture, which we can consider as a continuation of yesterday's lecture on Maharishi's Ayurveda from Mr. Lothar Birk from Germany. Mr. Rickinger, if you can hear us.
Yes, yes.
If you want to, you can enlarge on any of the previous questions, but these were specialized for osteoarthritis and Ayurveda. There's a question that I received from our listeners. Let me read it. Maharishi Ayurveda and cancer, or is it better or preferable for psychosomatic diseases?
Yeah, I mean,
you were talking about in more general frame, but
well, I mean, we have seen that Ayurveda is good for the individual person. It's good for the whole society to create a disease-free society. It's not just for prevention or for psychosomatic medicine. As I said, there are three, according to Charaka, three different treatment modalities that one has to choose depending on what the person has. So if the person is lacking in consciousness, then you give, which everybody is because nobody is enlightened, you give him meditation, you give him techniques to grow, to develop. Then secondly, if he violates laws of nature in his life, if he goes against this and this, then you need to put this to order. If he has physical problems on the material level, you need treatment on the material level. So cancer, as much as I was told, is mainly that people lose the direction in life. And normally every cell has a very specific task, a very specific direction to take. But if a person kind of shoots in all directions, goes in all directions wildly, do this here, do this, do there, this, loses also his direction in life. Also, some parts of his body will lose the direction they are supposed to do and start firing in all directions. And this is what a cancer cell is. So one needs to see the person, you need a holistic treatment. One needs to mainly see what is the wrong. And then, yes, I know there are people also in India, I know there are some doctors specialized in treating cancer. Of course, it's not that easy because it probably has evolved over many years, over many decades of wronggoing, of going in the wrong direction. This will take time, and yes, but of course, in principle, as much as one knows from Ayurveda, as long as the person has the time to see a doctor, he should be able to be cured. Let's put it like this.
Thank you very much for that answer. May I read another question that arrived?
Yes, sure, of course.
Maharishi Ayurveda. You were speaking in general and about, let me read it. Do you have specialized Maharishi Ayurveda, or are there specialized Maharishi Ayurveda products that are different from common Ayurveda products? Is there something that Maharishi Ayurveda makes different specialized products for? Or is it more like philosophical approach?
No, it's not, like I said, it's not at all philosophical. It's creating disease-free society. It is not just a philosophy. See, products, yes, if you go on the internet and you look for Maharishi Ayurveda products, you have a huge range of Maharishi Ayurveda products. But Maharishi always put emphasis that they're all based on classical formulas. So they have their name, they have their numbers, but these are all known classical products, with the difference that they're standardized, that they're completely pure ingredients. So in the West, they're always worried that if I take an Ayurvedic product and it has some lead poisoning or so, some Maharishi Ayurveda products are most pure products in Ayurveda you can get. But don't think that Maharishi Ayurveda is only a philosophical thing. No, I mean, life, everybody has a body that needs to be healthy, has a mind that has to be healthy. He has to live in accord with national law, with natural law. On all these levels, the person should be healthy. So this is not a philosophy. This is life as a whole. You need to see life as a whole. You should be healthy. Mind, body, in tune with nature, with the cycles of nature, with the rhythms, with the laws of nature. This is health. Not just see the body and, oh, here I take a product and then I'm healthy. No, you need to see the totality of life. So improve your consciousness, develop your consciousness, get enlightened, learn how to get the support of the natural laws of nature. You think something and immediately it gets realized because you have the support of natural law. Your body will be healthy. On all levels, health is necessary. The same for a society. So one needs to see it holistically and not just see health on the level of body and to take some products and I continue my life as I want and do wrong things. Holistically developed Ayurveda. Ayu means life. Perfect, enlightened life, fully developed on all levels. This is what Ayurveda brings. Not just take a medicine and also, but yeah, all right.
Thank you very much for making this clear and clarifying this to our viewers.
Yes, you're welcome.
And we used almost all the vacant time that was available, so let me thank you both for staying with us. If you want to stay connected, of course, you are very welcome to stay with us.